Hey everyone, and welcome back to Transit Custom Camper Conversion. In the video today I'm going to be doing a review of this AiLi battery monitor to check out if this really is as good as everyone says it is. It's coming up. So firstly, what is this and why might it be useful? So it does do exactly what it says on the tin. It's a battery monitor, so that is going to monitor both your battery's capacity, so it will show it in a percentage form, so you can see how much charge you've got left in your leisure battery, but it'll also show, as an alternative to that, it will show the draw, so how much draw is coming from all of the different things that you have in the van as well. That's the reason that might be useful. If you're off grid, you're going to want to see your actual charge of your leisure battery to see how much juice you've got left for the rest of your journey. And this is a cheap alternative, or cheaper alternative. So at the time I filmed this, it was £38 from eBay or Amazon, I think I picked it up from. And the cheapest other alternative is a unit, I think, by Vitreon. Does exactly the same, but that's more like 200 quid. So in terms of it being cost effective, let's hope that this is going to do the job for us in the van. So let's get on to the unboxing. Okay, let's take a look in the box, see what we've got. Got our instructions, we'll take a good look at those in a second. Packaging, we've then got the actual battery monitor unit itself with the cable there to attach. We'll go through the actual wiring in a second. We have this wonderful piece of kit here, and this is the shunt. I'll go through the wiring for that in a second. We also have this cabling, and then the final thing that we've got in the box is just this bracket, and there is a wing nut just on the back of the actual battery monitor. That wing nut is going to be going through this bracket, and that'll help us get it attached into our unit. So that's everything in the box. Pretty simple. We're probably going to need some extra wiring to get this fully wired up. Let's go through the wiring now.
Just remembered, actually, one thing we've forgotten is this week's episode of Watchers Vans.
So the van that we're featuring this week has been supplied by a follower of the channel, Daryl Cutler. So thanks Daryl for sending across the pictures. Van looks really great. Also awesome to see that you've got the dog and the animals involved as well. So really like the finish of the van, particularly like the flooring, as you can see in this one, and the rock and roll bed, and all of the finish looks absolutely amazing. So thanks Daryl. If you want to get your van on the channel, let us know in the comments below. Back to our battery monitor install now then. So how are we going to get this actually wired up? So if we start with the actual battery monitor itself, on the back of the battery monitor unit, there's this plug. This plug will then go into the connection on here, which is the shielded wire. And then from that shielded wire, that then runs directly into this connection on the shunt itself. If we stick with the shunt for a second as well, we also need to get power to the actual unit itself. The way this is done, there is some small terminal connections here marked as B+, and from here we're going to take a small stretch of 12 volt wire, and that 12 volt wire is then going to go directly back to the leisure battery itself. So I've got a small connector here that will go on the end of our 12 volt cable, and that'll go back to the leisure battery just to make sure the unit itself can get power. Just take a closer look at the shunt now. With this, from a connection perspective, we've got two connections on here. We've got B- and we've also got P-. So the way this is going to be wired up, we take the B- connection, and the B- connection has a cable that's going to run directly to negative terminal of our leisure battery. Just got these cables now made up. So I've got this cable here that's going to run directly to our leisure battery. The P- connection, that's the connection now that's going to run to the system where we've got our load. So this is all managed on the negative side of the circuit, so to speak. When I say load, for us, we're going to wire that back directly to the output from our common bus bar. We know that all of the load from all of our devices in the van will run through that. We can get the output, and that's what will help us get the actual draw and measure from the leisure battery, then already terminate to the common earth on the van. So not massively complex in terms of the actual wiring. This does come with full wiring instructions, and I'll just put a picture of that up on screen for you now. Just back in the van now, just going to start getting this all connected up. So I haven't fixed anything in place yet. What I really wanted to do was just do the initial wiring, just to make sure everything was okay. The shunt itself, if you can see that, that's not in place yet. What I've done, just in terms of the wiring again, the P- on the top of the shunt, that now runs through here up to the bus bar here, where all my negative terminals terminate for my devices. The B- on the shunt, that's now running to the negative terminal on the battery, and this small red wire is running from the top of the shunt, now runs back to the positive terminal on the battery. So this is the final connection now for the actual battery monitor itself, so everything else is wired up. So I'm hoping when this now goes into the connection here, should see life on the battery monitor, which we do. So we've got a readout there already, so it's showing that we're getting some pull on the amps. So yeah, that's looking good. All getting power. In order for this to work properly, there's a couple of quick settings that we need to make on the actual unit itself. These are to set the initial battery capacity. So if you've got a 100 amp hour battery, you need to get that set initially, so you've got your rated capacity for the battery. The next thing you need to do after that is then set up the capacity initialization, which is basically going to make sure that your battery percentage is at 100%, so you've got a starting point of 100, and it'll be able to sort of sense the battery percentage charge from there. So we're going to get that done now. So first one, to set the actual battery capacity, you need to click on the amp set button once, and then you need to hold that for 3 seconds. And what that is now allowing you to do, if you can see that, if the screen comes up, is set the actual capacity of your leisure battery. So our leisure battery is 95 amp hours, so just use the left arrow on that to get to your desired number. So that's down at 95, then press that button again, and then you've got that committed. So next thing we need to do is set the battery capacity setting. So just click the % sign, that gets you to the battery capacity reading, and then if you click and hold that for 3 seconds, and now we're going to get that 100% because we know that our battery is 100% charged. Click that then again to commit, and then that's done. Just in terms of positioning there, the monitor itself is actually going to go around about here on the unit, so just on the right hand side of our control panel. It's going to need to drill a hole for the right size for this. I'm not going to video drilling because you've seen lots of videos of drilling, so I'm going to get that done afterwards. Just in terms of operation then, so you've got kind of 3 buttons on the bottom of here. So the first one you've got is your volts, which is your current volt reading, so we're at 12.47. Button in the middle then shows your amps in terms of the draw. So at the moment I've got 2 sets of lights on. If I just maybe pop off one set of lights, you can see that our amp draw has gone down. Pop those back on, and up that goes again. If I put our external or internal LED warning light on, it's gone a bit brighter, and there you go. You can see that the amps are moving up there as well. And the final one then is just the percentage. So we can currently see the percentage rating of our leisure battery is at 100%. So all that's left to do now is going to get the wires tidied up inside our cupboard. I'm going to drill the hole and get this fixed in place.
So there we have it, battery monitor all installed. Very happy with that, all seems to be working as planned. So we've got the voltages going up and down correctly as we saw before. Same with the lights, mood lighting, nice. and we've used 0.1% of the battery. The thing I just need to do now is tidy up, and also I've scuffed the wardrobe a little bit here and just around the edge where I've cut the hole. Probably going to take this out actually and just touch that up with a little bit of paint, and then I get this refitted and finished. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.